Congressman Mark Green visited Ukraine last week, and he joins us now. Congressman, good to see you. How prepared is Ukraine for a possible invasion?
I think Ukraine is very prepared. They have to thread a needle, and that needle is balancing getting ready for an invasion and at the same time preventing investors and their own people from making a run on the banks and destabilizing the economy. If that happens, Russia wins without attacking. So they're threading a needle. We spoke to Zelensky, and that's exactly what he said. The rhetoric is important. Getting it exactly right is important, or we give Russia a win.
How about the resolve of the people, and what was your sense of the president? Is he serious when he tries to play this down, or is that just part of the geopolitical game?
I think, what he's trying to do is to create confidence in the Ukrainian economy and create confidence in his people. I will tell you, every single person we spoke to, whether they spoke Ukrainian or whether they spoke Russian, will defend Ukraine. They're ready to fight. They're determined. They do not want to backslide. It's a different country than it was in 2014. They like democracy and freedom, and they're willing to die for it.
Yeah, they've been under the thumb and the pressure of Putin for all these years. The U.S. and Britain have been sending offensive lethal weapons. We've sent javelins, anti-tank missiles. Do you think that's enough?
We need to send more. Some of the things that we realized while we were over there, the lethal aid is good, but it needs to be more. Howitzers, more air defense missile systems, the Javelin, all those things that kill tanks and armored vehicles. We need to send more.
Well, the Wall Street Journal in an editorial says just that. Let me read you and tell you what the Wall Street Journal said. Quote, they say, while Mr. Biden and European leaders have tried to present a united front, they've still been responding to Mr. Putin's aggression rather than taking the initiative. Conventional deterrence with ships, planes, and troops for frontline NATO states is necessary. Do you think this threatens what Putin is doing, really threatens the whole NATO bloc and threatens democracy in Ukraine and in Eastern Europe?
Yeah, it is absolutely a threat to NATO when he's moving troops into Belarus. That's on the border with Poland and our Baltic neighbors that are NATO allies. We have a sworn oath, a solemn oath in Article 5 that we will come to their defense. So yeah, I support increasing the lethal aid, and I also support deploying soldiers to those countries.
Deploying U.S. troops to those countries?
U.S. troops to Poland and the Baltics. That is the smart thing to do. Russia is building up on their border while he's building up in Belarus. And we must communicate that that Article 5 oath is something that we will not ignore.
And quickly, why is it important for the West and democracies to support Ukraine?
So this is critical on many levels. One, China is watching. Other despots around the world are watching. There's just the simple notion that democracies are under threat from totalitarianism all over the globe. And honestly, twice last century, Americans waited too long to confront a conflagration in Europe, and it cost us massive sacrifices. Maybe we get ahead of this one. Maybe, just maybe, we can get ahead of it. Putin will be deterred, and we will prevent that from happening. That is why we have to get involved. Not boots on the ground. The Ukrainians don't want us. They don't need us. They're ready to fight. But we have to give them the capability to make this cost Putin dearly, and he'll stop.
Congressman Mark Green, Republican of Tennessee. Congressman, welcome back, and thank you for coming this morning.